Hello everyone and welcome back to another GTA Online guide, where today I'm going to be giving you the lowdown on the adversary mode Overtime Rumble, so let's get right to it, shall we? So, Overtime Rumble. The game revolves around you and a bunch of other people in teams trying to score the highest amount of points by landing on small targets. The more difficult the target you successfully land on, the more points you score for your team in that round. The team with the most amount of points at the end of all the rounds wins the game. Simples. It's a team-based game and both teams can affect one another by colliding into each other when you're on the targets. You see, the moment that you let go of your car parachute, your car has no braking and no throttle, so it's important to make sure that you land on your target with enough rolling distance to have your car settle to a stop before it falls off the other side of the platform. There's a strategy that I found that works very nicely in this game, which is where instead of hitting the gas when the game says go, you wait until the last possible moment before you set off so you don't run out of time launching off of the ramp. Doing this allows you to use other teams' cars to assist you in landing on the targets, as well as possibly knock them off to make the other team lose points. This easily segues us to my tips and tricks for the Overtime Rumble game mode. Tip number 1. Take off. When you're about to launch off of the ramp, make sure to hold back on the direction controls to assist your car in taking the sudden change in velocity with ease without scraping the ramp. Doing this will make sure that your car flies off the ramp with maximum speed for you to then be able to fly to your destination. Tip number 2. Landing. As you approach your intended target, it's important to release the parachute before your car is above the target. If you drop off your parachute at the right moment, you can take advantage of the most surface area of your target that you've landed on. Speaking of landing, tip number 3. Steering. Although your car has no drive and no braking, it still has a use of its steering, so make sure that you use that to your best effort in an attempt to slow down your car. Like when you land, you can put full lock onto your steering to give your car more distance to slow down, as well as provide natural resistance to the roll of your car's wheels, slowing it down even further. While I talk about steering, let's talk about tip number 4. Defense. Instead of landing on your target straight forward in relation to your opponent's direction, try and land and stop so that you're facing 90 degrees sideways to them. That way it'll make it a lot more difficult for them to push you off when they make their landing. It can also help your teammates out. They could use you as a brake to help them stop in an attempt to get more points. Though if you are going to use your teammates to slow down, make sure there's enough distance for them to grind you to a halt without you knocking them off. Tip number 5. Touchdown. Your car will only score the points if it successfully lands on the intended target with the wheels touching the ground. It won't count if your car is on its roof. Thankfully, because your car has steering, you can simply use the steering controls to roll your car back over if it ends up on its roof, either by a crash or if a member of the other team has bashed you onto your roof. So that's pretty much my guide to the Overtime Rumble adversary mode. I don't usually make guides on these adversary modes because they're usually pretty crap, but this one is pretty darn fun to play in my opinion, and I'd recommend that you play it with a whole bunch of friends using voice chat like Skype and Discord for maximum fun. And I hope you enjoyed this short video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the Pyro Gaming channel for loads more guide videos coming to you very soon. See you around, everyone.